So I'm back to recording City Hall, Department of Election, April the 3rd. We're going to go up and see the fire chief sworn in again or something like that. But I'm going to film this. I'm just going to run this kind of haphazardly for an hour or something. North Light Court, got me. Hey, why don't you go live in the chief's house?
I should, huh? Why not, huh?
Why not? No, really. So, a real firefighter should live there.
A real firefighter?
The last guy that lived there...
I just look like a real firefighter.
The last guy that lived there threw a bunch of tomato paste all over the wall and tried to burn it down.
With tomato paste? Not a very good fire.
I think he used fire. He wasn't very good. I was a firefighter 50 years ago.
Oh, my God.
I bet I'm older than you.
You're older than me?
I'm 80.
I'm 82. See, I got you.
When did you retire?
This is a side job. I'm the chaplain.
Oh, the chaplain?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I run a school.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I ended up as a farm school teacher.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Here was the last place.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's unclosed classroom. Are you still working?
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I don't know.
That's not a bad idea to put the chaplain in Solomon's house. That's the chapel. Is this great or what? This will do. I'm just gonna film the firefighters. Is this a wonderful sight or what?
Yeah.
Well, I was a firefighter 50 years ago, from 1971 to 1976, back in St. Louis County. And, oh, you never get old. I'm 80 years old now. And so the old firefighters used to come by and they'd sit in front of the engine house, and they were 80 then, and this is 1971. So they'd tell stories about when the horses used to run out of there. And they said they bred them, especially the Morgans from St. Louis, were the original fire horses, the original dray horses, because St. Louis came before San Francisco. So anyway, he said you retired them at 15, but they still had a lot of gas. So all the guys running junk and ice and cold and all that would get them, but they never forgot. And when there was a big fire and you were going to a fire,
That's how you share all those
fire.
stories.
No. Fire. They said you'd be going to a fire, and falling in behind you would be the ice man and the junk man, because the horses would pull them to the fire, and they never forgot.
My name's Craig.
I'm H. Brown.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Here, let me give you my card.
You have a card?
Yeah. I've been retired 18 years totally. I ended up a reform school teacher. But I've been doing.
I'm gonna go see my old boss real quick.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
And
as well, sir.
get yourself one of these and share
already got it. Thank you.
No, one of these.
I
and
have one
share
of
it
those
with
as
share
well.
it with everybody online for every birthday, for every Christmas, and all that. His name is Craig. What a sight, though. We certainly never had anything this grand. What would you think of electing your police chief?
Oh, I don't know.
Why not? We used to. We did for 85 years. In the last 65 years, we've had the mayor appointed.
Well, we got 20 more years of this, and we can switch back. We'll flip-flop every 85 years.
No. It's a mess now. I
Just an idea.
was a firefighter. I'm 80 years old.
Yeah.
So I was a firefighter.
Are you recording me right now? It would have been nice if you let me know.
Yeah. This is the way that I do my blog. Here. You'll get a kick out of it. This is one of the most wonderful sights I've ever seen in my life.
Sure.
I was there were 35 of us in my department, and so you can imagine. But I mean, I fought some big fires, but the cops. I ended up a reform school teacher for 40 years, and reform works in revenge justice. And the whole tenor of the world now is on revenge. Everybody's running on busting them and giving them longer sentences and stuff like that. But you
Eye for an eye leaves the world blind.
But you do this. If you run for police chief, you'll have about 10 guys running, and they'll have planks, and every one of them will have a plank of a foot patrol. But if they don't do it, then you can vote them out. The idea is not mine. I've been pushing it for 10 years, but it's Michael Hennessy. Remember Hennessy? 32 years. The sheriff of this town.
Oh, yeah.
You know the electing a police chief, like we elect the DA, we elect the sheriff, we even elect the public defender, where nobody else does. But I think it'll make them more responsive. You have no opinion on it.
I should.
I can't turn it off because I don't know how to turn it back on.
I don't know enough about it to really tell you an answer right now.
Well,
I'm not a policymaker, so I don't really,
When I taught, I came into the toughest school in San Francisco, Potrero Hill. I had the kids from the island, the Samoans from the island. I had the kids from the projects, I had the kids from the mission. And I taught severely emotionally disturbed. So I got into my class, and first thing I did the first day, I walked in, they said, the principal wants you, and there's this great big 6'2", 220-pound kid there. He said, this is your kid, and he's in trouble for this and that. What are you going to do? I I leaned over and there was a post-it on the thing, and I wrote, Captain, Hall Monitor. And I slapped it on his chest, and I said, go clear the halls, and anybody that won't leave, bring them to our room. And where's our room? Because I only got hired the day before. we put 300 kids volunteered for security. We had 7 kids in the halls every goddamn period from before school to after school. The district killed it. I got in a fight with the head of the school board. He's now in prison for arranging contract killing. Keith Jackson. You remember Keith Jackson? He was head of the school board, and now he's in prison for arranging with Muhammad Nuru for arranging contract killings and stuff. Tough group.
Yeah.
Tough group. But I'm from the projects in St. Louis, so give me a break.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I'd like to see that. But for you guys, I'd like to see an international exchange like the Peace Corps, only for public safety officers. Send 10 cops and some firefighters to sister cities all over the world. Then after 10 years, when you get a disaster, 1,000 people will come here and know your clubs, your threads, your streets, and all that. And they will bring their wives and kids all the years as they're going to be good for tourist trade. What do you think of that? San Francisco International. How about, you don't like elected police chief? How about a casino, Indian casino in the Armory, and another one in the Twitter building, and another one in the Cow Palace? Trump would go along with it because he had casinos.
An Indian casino.
And we need, and all you need those things is to draw in trade for the hotels and the restaurants. Then you legalize sex trade and decriminalize drugs, and San Francisco goes back to being what it was when I came here 45 years ago. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll will all be legal and making money off it instead of spending money fighting.
Okay, that's an opinion.
Thank you. Damn, hardly any public at all. Years from now, they'll love this. What? Can I ask your name?
Al Sandoval.
I'm H. Brown. Al, I was a firefighter 50 years ago.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm 80 years old this year. I was a firefighter 71 to 76 in St. Louis County.
Wow, fantastic. You look great.
Thank you. I work out. I treat my life like I'm in a spa every day. I start with a hot shower and put lotion all over, and then I pick up trash for 2 hours with my dog. Then I walk 4.1 miles, and I do 35 push-ups and 35 leg-ups and 40 squats and stretching so far. How's that?
You do a lot more than I do.
Well, I got to. You know you do.
Yeah.
20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this.
Perfect.
This is really something, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. 20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. 20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. 20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this.
Awesome. There you go. All right.
20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. Take
All
one.
right. Okay.
All right.
It used to be called the Temple.
20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this.
Oh, right on, man.
I don't know if they'll be around 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah, you will. AI is going to save your ass. I'm 80 years old. I mean, look at that. The medical is...
I'm 32.
Right on, man. Hey, thanks a lot.
I take 9 different pills a day, walk 4.1 miles. I do 35 push-ups, 35 leg-ups, 40 squats 3 times a day, 6, 12, and 6. And I walk 4.1 miles, and I clean every gutter in town. And I was a firefighter 50 years ago in 71 to 76.
Here?
No, St. Louis.
Oh, shit. Okay. It's cold out there.
The weather can kill you in the summer or the winter. Yeah. I've been here 45 years. My grandkids were all born here.
Yeah, right on, man. I know it looks like a
20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. I'm telling you, but you can hear that. Hey, 20 years from now, you'll be glad I shot this. This is really something. I was a firefighter 71 to 76, 50 years ago in St. Louis. And I had done everything. I was a reform school teacher. It's good to see you. You're very good because you're unknown. That's our treasurer, Jose Cernos.
like the 5th time I see it going down.
This guy is the new chief. Hey, Chief, 20 years from now, you'll be glad I followed you around.
Oh, I appreciate what you said to me at the dock. Thank you very much.
No, are you going to put somebody in the chief's house?
Are we going to put somebody in the chief's house?
Yeah, put a working fire chief in the chief's house.
I told you that. I told you that.
You
Yeah.
said you're working on something.
Yeah, we're working on something.
What do you think of, think big vision, an international core of public safety sister city exchange?
I can't hear you very well. Can you come on?
An exchange program of public safety officers, 10 firefighters in sister cities. 10 firefighters in sister cities all over the world, 10 cops, 10 nurses, and in 10 years when you had a disaster, you'd have 1,000 people coming from all over the world who know the threads in your plugs.
That's a great idea. You know what they do in Japan?
What do they do?
They train all their high school students. In order to graduate high school, you have to be like our equivalent of a nerd. So if we develop that in our school system,
do you remember when McAteer did exactly
of course,
that?
yeah.
When I was a
Fourth School of the
teacher,
Arts.
we worked with the cops. We did the ropes course, and we took the kids out in the run, and we camped.
I think it's a great idea. I did that when I was a kid.
I was a patrol boy when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
You started.
I was a crossing guard.
And I was the captain of the patrol boys at 8th grade.
I have to use the restroom, though. Excuse me. I have to go up to the stage here in a minute. So we're going to get everybody seated here.
Anyway, it's great to talk to you. This is our new Chief Chrispen.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
Chief
Chrispen.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Really,
Thanks for your knowledge and your service.
Here, take this.
Thank you.
That'll be online within a couple hours.